But why? Because was Prime Rio and Vidic what the league was at that time?
Yep, physical. Yep.
Because Vidic can't play in Spain. We all know that. Come on. Tripping, fumbling, stuck in the mud. Come on, Vidic.
Your Footy Fanatics
Here's my thing. I took psychology, and that's called deflection.
I'm not taking none of y'all serious. I'm not taking any of y'all serious.
No, honestly, he's world class.
Dude, my guy is Dookie sauce.
You heard Footy Fanatics FC live from NYC, and it's your host, your boy Oski. We are back. And to my left,
Why are you staring at the camera like you in love?
it's fire, bro. You just killed my whole thing. Look at me. And to my left,
It's B-Cast the Dawn. They already know the vibes, bro. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, bro. Shout out to Leo. Shout out to Leo. Shout out to SALAH for blessing it this season. Got a couple tickets from them. Beginning of the season.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let the fans know where'd you go.
I went to the USL final.
No, shout out
that's
to boys.
fire.
I love it. That's
fire.
Man, because we talk Premier League and then it's just like you. Well, if
That's
I'll ask that question later, though. I'll ask that question. No, shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys.
They fans of the show too, so we got to show love.
Nah, Leo nice, bro.
Leo's nasty.
Nah, Leo's and Seba's nice, boy.
Sebas is nice.
I seen the highlights. The game could have went a whole different way.
Bro,
yo, it's
the penalty,
went a whole different
penalty
way.
in the first 5
It
minutes.
happens. Penalties.
Messed up my $9,000 parlay, but whatever.
Bro, but it's funny how like I really rate these guys. You know what I'm saying? And then like imagine like just them guys.
Exactly. This is a whole nother level.
Like imagine like your Boppy now playing pickup with us. Let's not talk about anything. And in front, it's your man's D shit.
Yo, what up? What's good, man?
You know what I'm saying? It's a rough week for him.
Haircut looking clean.
Yeah, they was blowing bubbles. And pretty bubbles.
Haircut looking like Chelsea performance today.
Facts, see?
Yo, Marlon, yo.
Hey, your boy Kiko. Kiko in the building.
So we're going to talk about Vinicius being the best.
Now we're going to talk about Kiko the Moose.
2-0 though. 2-0 though. I like that.
No, he's a king. He's got a king. He's the best player in the world.
Bro,
we'll get into that.
Stop. Flipping what? Yo, the world's
We all know who's the best player this year. I was going crazy
Well,
saying
we'll talk about it.
Go ahead. Who you think?
Cristiano Ronaldo since this season, since September, he's been the best player in the world.
No, so you see, here's kind of my thing. So with the Liverpool performance, right, and with Mo Salah playing the way he's playing, 19 goals in all competitions, 13 in the league, 9 assists in the league. For me, he's the best player in the league. He's the best player in the world. Now, you said something that I thought was not ridiculous, but he thinks Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world.
Uh-huh.
Now, Cristiano Ronaldo's got 12 goals in all competitions, 6 assists. So the question I have to the cast is, with the Ballon d'Or and kind of the heat that was coming out with Messi, and did he deserve it, this, that, and the third, do you think Mo Salah is the best player in the world, and in 2021, this won't even be a debate?
Well, Cristiano's not gonna stop scoring, bro. As long as just think about it.
Imagine him giving him better players too. It's gonna be a problem.
That's what Liverpool. That's what Mo Salah benefits off Liverpool. He has so much talent,
especially in his midfield.
Especially in the midfield.
Because I mean, you said it. You said episodes before that you didn't really want to get into the Mo Salah topic, but bro, how can you not speak about it?
Now he's definitely,
especially when you see how Liverpool's playing. He's
the standout player, definitely on that team. But I mean, that Liverpool team is all just molded, right? If Ronaldo gets a team that's molded like the Madrid era, the 08, 07, the 07, 08 Uniteds, and even prior to that, you're going to get the best out of Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? But right now you have a very young and discombobulated Manchester United team. One game they want to play, one game they don't want to play, and it's just very difficult to get them to run in form. Right. But imagine getting that team to click, and that's hoping tomorrow with Ranić he could do so. You get that team to click, and you get Ronaldo to be the standout player. You can't, with certain players, they have to be the standout players. To me, in my all opinion, like if you got one nice guy, you got to work around that guy. We know how that goes. I say you got LeBron, you got Kobe in any sport. You know what I'm saying? You got this, you got that. You got to put that person, play the team around. So when it comes to Ronaldo, it's just like right now with Juve, they were under a rebuild because they had their great run. They was like, all right, let's bring.
They
Ronaldo.
had nobody to, and Ronaldo was still getting buckets out there.
Because it showed you when Ronaldo left how they exposed Dybala. And it exposed like every single player on that team.
Besides Chase, he stepped up.
You know, Chiesa's nice, and Chiellini, obviously, and Bonucci, those were the class acts of the team. But under Allegri, that one season when they faced them in the semifinals, and then obviously 2015 Juve with Pogba, Vidal, that's a squad, bro. Like Tevez, like if in prime Quadrado, like.
But I want to take it away from Salah because when you look at Salah and what he's doing now, you're literally seeing the finished product in Liverpool and him being the finished product. So you're gonna see the best of him. So that's why I want to give credit to Klopp because he's the one who put that together. Because if you think about it, Liverpool right now they're the finished product. They're ready to win. Everyone's in their prime. Everyone's had the experiences of either winning or losing. And then Salah himself, like he's in his final form along with Mane, Van Dijk, Henderson. The only one who's probably really not in their final form and is scary is Trent. Trent's in this level, and
Trent and Robbo, they could take a step up.
He's in his final. He's actually.
They can take a step up.
I think Robbo's looking a little tired. Hand needs to be going. He getting a little tired.
Now Curtis Jones. There's still a lot of young talent to come up.
Curtis don't even play. I'm talking about like the 11.
The 11.
The 11. They're all in their final form. So we're just gonna.
You think Salah is in the final form?
Yeah,
this is final form. This is Majin Buu.
You can't.
This is Majin Buu.
You can't get higher than what he is right now because he's. And we've had that debate before.
Because every
how
season.
Good he is, but here's my thing with Mo Salah. We've talked about how he is as a player, right? He's not really good on the eye. He's got, one trick pony, whatever you want to call him. But it's getting to a point where if he's on the field, you're almost like, we have a chance. It's the 80th minute. It's 0-0, and you know with him still after Mo Salah.
That's the greatest argument for Ronaldo.
But the numbers.
But all right, if we're gonna go based off numbers, okay, we can go based off numbers. Mm-hmm. But the importance that Cristiano Ronaldo is to his team is enormous. If it wasn't for him, they literally would be in last place. They wouldn't even make the Europa League.
Actually, but it doesn't make him the best player though.
But it makes him the most influential player on the team. Well, he has the most influence on any player in any team right now.
If Mo Salah's in United right now, where would they be right now?
They're equal importance? Would you say Salah's more important to Liverpool?
So this is the thing, right? When it comes to breaking down plays, I'm watching Liverpool. Boom, 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 boom. Give that through ball to Salah. Sprint down the flank. Cut in. Let's look at the goals against Everton. What happened? Knocking the ball. Will Keane with the mistake. Just take it. Speedster flies right down through the middle. Finishes it. Yet today, Origi, bomb, Trent to Salah. Salah right into Origi. You know what I'm saying? But it's the style of play pool plays that makes Salah look so good because him make the wingers look to be exactly the wingers and the fullbacks. If you really look at it, the wingers and the fullbacks look amazing on the club because that's what he focuses on. That's his pivotal points. Like, yo, listen, you guys are opening up the field wider than we need it, then cut right in. You get what I'm saying? With United, you don't get that. With United, it's inshallah football in the back, cuz, and then just kick the ball up front, and
give it to Bruno, give it to Bruno, give it to
whoever. Let's keep playing till we get to net. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like there's an actual tactic, but Liverpool make it look easy. The 5-0 against United, bro. They literally it felt like when you played FIFA amateur, and he just sprinted down with the player. Bro, that's literally what it is.
That's what it comes back to. That reel, whoever posted on the gram, 4 passes, like that's the game now. Liverpool.
That's always been the game.
No, Brian, no.
I don't know where you came with that,
bro. That's not.
Let's look at any English. So Alan Sheeran had built up play.
Liverpool style of play.
So Alan Sheeran had no. Alan Sheeran had built up play.
Looking like Bad Buddy in the building. Fire.
But I'm just saying, Alan Sheeran had no build up play. What they do? They got the ball wide, cross it in, and just Alan finish.
But Liverpool don't play like that.
Well, the only person that whole English Premier League style, it's still evident in Premier League right now. Now,
in terms of the speed, of the game.
In the sense of everything, bro. Like I was saying earlier, the players got faster, the coaches got better, but the tactic itself hasn't been developed much in England. Yeah, there is your specs of talented Arsene Wenger, he liked to knock it. One of the greatest ever. Fergie likes to knock it. But then let's really look, who else?
That's a quote.
But
then who else?
But
City, and that's it. You can't tell me that English style football is known for being tiki taka.
I'm not
It's always been the same thing. It's get the ball to the flanks.
We all grew up with soccer. What formation was engraved in your head in the 90s?
4-4-2.
4-4-2. How many teams actually play 4-4-2 in the Premier?
But just because you throw them out in a formation doesn't mean that. I mean, Man City plays they play 4-3-3, but is it really a 4-3-3? Absolutely not.
But if you watch the teams in the 90s,
but they also like we were talking about earlier.
Flat.
That still exists though.
So
that still exists. Conte Jorginho, right? And then you got Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, and then and all the teams. And realistically, if you look at Man City, when the defensive mid stays in the middle, a right back or left back tucks in. That makes it 2 defensive mids. So no matter what you say, the statistics are very similar than they were in the 90s. There are teams that do knock it though now in Premier League. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But the majority still plays. Go to Division 2.
Oh no, the championship. It's all actually Hey, listen, the teams are knocking it, bro. No, all right. So let's think about teams outside the top 6 because if we're having this argument of how the game is being played differently compared to now.
How does Newcastle play it?
Nah,
but you see what I mean?
How does Burnley play it?
See,
Burnley is the only team that I think.
How does Brighton play it?
Brighton.
That's what I'm saying.
You just killed yourself.
You killed it.
Knock it.
I like this quote. They like to knock it.
But that's what I'm saying.
I catch with the knock it.
Yeah, bro.
True, bro. Brentford.
Knock it. High
Southampton.
Brentford just be kidding.
All right. So let's talk about
a high press.
But let's talk about the top 4 teams right now.
Okay, top 4.
There's one team in there that plays a 4-4-2.
Hold on, don't tell me. 4-4-2?
West Ham.
They don't play 4-4-2.
No, they play a 4-2-3-1. I got you.
Essentially a 4-4-2.
Today he didn't play a 4-4-2 today.
So actually, let me.
But that's my point. That's my point.
What he played today?
You can still play a 4-4-2. You can still play a 4-4-2.
You can still
Yeah, 3-4-3.
3-4-3.
You can still play a 4-4-2 in the Premier and be successful.
But let me try to understand your argument better. So you're saying that the game hasn't changed in the Premier League in terms of the style of play. Forget the formation.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
That style, it's still the same. Find the channels, get the ball wide, good headers. There's a reason why this guy Andy Carroll has a job.
Okay.
What does he play for?
He still has a job.
He's at Reading. He's still playing.
Oh, but he's not Reading.
But see, it speaks about that Andy Carroll will not start any team now.
But Bcash, would Trent be a fullback in the 90s?
No.
He'll be right back. He'll be
there
right
you
back.
go.
Would Trent be a fullback in the 90s?
But is Trent a right back?
Is
Trent a right back?
Kiko with the moose now.
Is Trent a right back though? That's another conversation. But he's a right wing back. Let's be real.
No, but he's a right back.
You know what? That's
because back in the day you had the Raphaels, the
Gary Neville.
That's the first person you mentioned, Raphael.
Raphael was good.
No.
Valencia.
I'm talking about. All right.
Raphael was nice, bro.
He won prems. The way I get what Brian's trying to say. The foundation, the basis of soccer doesn't change, right?
English soccer,
right? But the point I'm trying to make is you have to remember in the late 90s, Gary Neville, Graham Lasso, and Lee Dixon were the fullbacks. Now you got Trent, Kyle Walker, and Reece James.
And none of those.
And all 3 of them, football-wise, in terms of technique, power, pace, clear those fullbacks.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those 3 guys in the 90s that I named could play in today's era.
And vice versa. You think Trent could play back then? Come on.
I don't think he would be a fullback.
He'd get exposed.
No, he wouldn't be a fullback.
You think?
He wouldn't be a fullback.
You think pacey?
Actually, let me ask you, what players you think would have more trouble adapting in the era? So you think players back then would have more trouble adapting now, or players now having more trouble adapting?
I mean, I feel like they were very technical back then. So it was
I thought they were way more physical.
What era are we talking about, though? We're talking about 2000. My favorite era, 2005, 2009.
But that's the modern game, though.
It was still bad. It was still
4-4-2.
It was still 4-4-2.
Because remember, Pep comes in 08.
No.
And that's when Pep changed it, though.
Oh, you mean in general?
In general.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Prem.
Yeah.
I'm talking Prem.
The Premiership?
That was still 4-4-2 John Carew and Gabriel Bangladesh. That's still big man ball. And what's his name? Carlton Cole and What's my man from West Ham? Marlon Harewood.
Emile Heskey.
Yo.
Remember Emile Heskey?
Emile Heskey. Yo.
But listen.
Hasselbank.
But the thing is, Omar, so we were talking about this earlier, right? With Liverpool and kind of the dominance that they insert, right, in their game, we talk about Klopp's legacy. And when we look back and we're going to see where does he rank amongst the pantheon of all-time great coaches. The reason we talk about how the Premiership has evolved and has changed to what it is now, I argue that Arsene Wenger is the founding father of that. I think he's completely changed the game into in a way what it is now. You get me? Because I told him one thing that I thought was, when would you ever see in the Premier League Santi Cazorla and Mikel Arteta playing the same midfield in the Prem?
Too slow as.
But techie, and you can't get the ball off them.
Facts.
So I thought, and I remember when you remember Jose Antonio Reyes and these guys?
Of course.
Fabregas. I'm thinking.
It's not even, you see the name he dropped?
Didn't Jose Antonio Reyes die?
He died?
Yeah.
When?
Ago. Car crash.
Wow.
But you know what?
Moment of silence.
You want us for Real Madrid chip.
Anyways.
But even, you see the names just dropped. It's not, you said it after. Fabregas is where it started. That's where he
honestly,
changed.
Cesc did change
but
for Arsenal.
Even before that they played, even before, Cesc was a product of them changing the game.
No, but it was one of those, like, he came from that Barcelona system into that.
Who do you have before? Well, Arsenal was Vieira, legend, but him and like Edu or
Emmanuel Fatigue, Gilberto Silva.
But Cesc came in, that was the first little stardust of like TikTok.
And here's where I was kind of my debate with the whole Arsene Wenger talk, because with Jurgen Klopp, I recognize his greatness. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to go down as probably one of the top 10 great coaches of all time.
10?
No, we'll get into
There's
that.
a lot of people ahead of him right now.
I think Arsene Wenger's in the top 3
of all time.
Because here's one thing no one actually talks about, and you said it perfectly. Mo Salah is an all-time great player. He will be. But he doesn't become this without Klopp. Mm-hmm. People forget. Do people not remember that Thierry Henry was a flop at Juve? Comes to Arsenal, and then you give him to Arsene Wenger, and look what he is now.
So you think
Dennis Bergkamp was a flop at Inter Milan? Give him to Arsene Wenger, look what happens.
Cesc was sold.
For some reason, whatever.
You get what I mean? So that's kind of my thing.
The Colo Touré story.
No, it's Colo. It's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Colo.
Dude, did you
Colo
hear?
Touré story when he was like, yo,
nobody wanted him. And he's like, yo, give him one try.
Bro, this is a guy. Did you see his interview with Ian Wright?
That's what we're talking about. That's it.
Bro, he said that the 2 players he regret not signing the most was Cristiano Ronaldo. And mind you, he had Ronaldo at the facilities. United just acted quicker. And N'Golo Kante.
Oh, I thought it was Mbappe. Yeah, then Kante.
And N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
But this is a guy that was like, I knew N'Golo Kante when he was in France.
And supposedly the agent was traveling around.
One of his close friends knew Kante and was like, yo, this guy got to get signed. Mm-hmm. So that's my thing with Wenger. It's something about genius.
What I will say, we remember the commercials. Y'all, Joga Bonito.
Of course.
His talent ID, I think, I can't think of anyone who has a better talent ID. Wenger. I think Klopp is a better. I prefer Klopp. But at talent ID,
I like Fergie too, though. I think talent-wise, I think you're right.
Just compare them
personality-wise.
I would
rather play for Wenger.
I'd rather play for Fergie. If you look at it, because the goal is to win as a player. At the end of the day, when I want to go home and retire and put my paws up, and then here's my boots. At the end of the day, I could sit back. Shit, I won 6 Prems and 2 Champions League. This, that.
You know, they could also say that they won a season without a dub.
Okay, and
that's insane, bro.
But only one team could say that. Only 111, not the legacy. You're playing for United. Like, it just that era of United under Fergie. Like, damn, I played under Ferguson, bro, from Cantona on. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to Wenger, we all got to give it to him. Cool, top 3. But my thing always against Wenger, his scouting game was crazy. Got to give it to him. Always had an 11 that you never heard of, and he made these guys play.
He made Caballo fire.
But what did Wenger really accomplish?
But then now
FA Cup blood.
But now, Omar, this is where Omar, this is
at the time.
Hold on, but now this is where I kind of wanted to go to. With Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool he has, with Pep Guardiola, and in my opinion, what he's done in Man City is a dynasty. And I still believe, as a Real Madrid fan, what he did at Barcelona, that 4-year period was dominance I've never seen in my life.
Of course.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. So I think the question that I asked to the cast is, in your eyes, who for you are the top 5 managers you think
of all time?
I wouldn't necessarily. I want to stay away
difficult.
from the old time because there are managers that are before us.
Mm.
But for you, the top 5 that you kind of think, all right, their impact, what they've accomplished, kind of their just legacy in football. What's your rankings? And I'll kind of start it off, and we'll go by one. I think the list first off starts.
What we should do a Footy Fanatics all agreed. Footy Fanatics voted in for top 4, all 4.
Throw names in. We all gotta agree.
But I think we all agree that Ferguson unanimously is number 1.
Of all time, you gotta. Yeah, I mean,
for now,
bro, 13 premierships.
Nah, for now, yeah.
Pep ain't dead yet. Klopp ain't dead yet.
Nah. Fergie's very nostalgic though. Like, you don't touch Fergie's legacy.
So you think Pep and Klopp have the potential to either be one of the greatest?
I think Pep definitely does. If Pep wins the Champions League and then gets another Champions League, you gotta understand you did it with
That's a lot, though.
and you did it with City.
Pep got 2 dynasties on his belt.
What? Yo, stop with this.
Bayern's not, bro.
Man City's not a dynasty.
Bayern might win their 10th Bundesliga this year now.
How is City not a dynasty? He came in like he ate the league. He literally ate the league. No one has a chance, bro. City about to go in their normal run and they're gonna win the league again.
And then they're losing the Champions League. That's why they're not dynasty.
It don't matter. Fergie did the same thing.
Fergie's
got 2 Champions Leagues.
His European record ain't that great either.
Was it great? Remember we got knocked out in group stages by Basel. Remember that Basel group?
So all right,
Villarreal in the
But I will say this about Fergie: from 2008 to 2011, United was the best team in the world.
Yeah, facts. Three Champions League finals.
They went to 3 Champions League finals.
3 leagues in a row, I think. Yeah, 3 leagues in a row.
3 Champions League finals.
Yeah.
They went in 08. They went in 08. They went in 09.
Barcelona,
And they won in 11. The only one they didn't go.
So Fergie went to how many
but
finals?
That's the same.
Fergie went to how many finals?
Total
4, right?
5.
Let me
That's
know. Let me know when Pep gets to 5.
He got smoked in them finals. Those 2 bars, he got smoked.
He didn't get smoked. The first one he didn't get smoked. The second one.
You don't think so?
And the year before that, the 07, the 06, 07.
Milan
when they put Kaká ran a train on us.
Nah, but I'm gonna say
they were the best team. Though. AC Milan was the best team at that year.
Fergie for me, Sir Alex Ferguson is number 1.
2, Pep. I think we'll go agree Pep.
Pep Guardiola for me.
3, let me hear you.
I think 3.
3 for me is Arsene Wenger.
Well, bugging.
From 1996 to what?
We haven't even said his name once.
How about Heinz?
Bugging. Actually, he's up there too. But
I have an idea what you're thinking.
Come on, bro.
It's not Mourinho. It's not Mourinho.
Mourinho's definitely up there. For
Brian,
sure.
talk to me.
Mourinho got to be up there.
I think Jose Mourinho has to be up there.
You know,
no, he was my 5th. He's not my 3rd.
Nah, you won with Champions League.
What about Carlo? You got to put Carlo up there too. Ancelotti.
I like that's
different teams got to the final. Won it with 2 different teams.
But here's the thing: what's his impact, Ancelotti?
Not on AC.
Because here's my thing with Ancelotti though.
You want to know his impact? You want to know his impact? He made the stepping stone for every player to turn into coach. Because he won a Champions League and then he coached the Champions League. But so Pep is him.
Well, because
Simeone is him.
But he was like the first to do that.
But here's my thing with him though.
That's
but look at all the teams Ancelotti's won with. Stacked.
And look at how many teams are stacked like his and don't win.
No, that's
we shit on Pochettino for a reason.
Bro, Pochettino has a team that like
right now.
But their season's not over yet. Their season's not over yet.
How many Champions League does Ancelotti have as a man? I think it's just he's got 2.
He's got 4.
One with AC.
4 as a coach.
He has 1 with AC.
He's got 2.
And I know he got 2 with AC.
2 with AC.
And then he got 1 with Real.
That's he's only got 3.
And listen, and then he come to Chelsea.
And then he won a World Cup.
He's top. I don't know about top 5.
World Cup where?
With Italy.
As a player?
Yeah.
Oh, as a player. Oh, 1990.
What is it? 86 or 90?
Ancelotti?
What is it? 86?
No.
Whatever.
I don't know about top 5 though. 5. That's we're leaving out someone like Arrigo Sacco.
I think club is too early to even be put up in top 5 right now.
No, you haven't leave Heinz, bro.
He's got a trouble.
He's up there.
Come on, he's scary buying too. And nobody came through and made that buying.
But you know what's crazy? Now y'all got me thinking, because we could talk hours for our top 5. You really think it's crazy to think that you think Pep Pep can surpass Fergie?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think obviously he could because he's still a young manager, so he has potential and he has the backing, the financial backing for that. But I don't think he's better than Fergie. Dude, let me know when Pep gets to 5 Champions League finals.
But the thing, honestly, I don't want to.
You don't have to win them. Get there.
I don't want to shit on Fergie, but United, were they really a well coached team, or were they great players with like character and like this? Because Pep literally brings in players and he molds their minds in terms of football IQ.
Yeah,
that I don't think Fergie got on him. Fergie, what I do think has on him is like in terms of character, personality, making you a winner.
The way you just said, like Arsene Wenger had a talent meter and like he could find talent. I think Fergie can find hardworking individuals. He could definitely find he would find like players, Park, Anderson, the Canadian guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Owen Hargreaves.
Like these
it's crazy
players.
It's Canadian for real.
These players are like, no matter what, they put in the work to get that.
And they only shined under Fergie.
Bebe. It's a personality trait.
But now here's the thing though. To kind of counter his point, we could talk IQ. But what gets Fergie to not at number one is longevity. So, is it possible for Guardiola or any manager to have the longevity?
Honestly, it's more than longevity, bro. To me, what I give Fergie is the 11. Like,
amount of teams he just.
And it's just.
Remember, he won the league with the team that Moyes got the following year.
That's what I'm saying. But it was the 11 that you would never guess of a Darren Fletcher. He was told, like, look, like, when you was facing that final against Barca, it was Darren Fletcher, Jason Park, John O'Shea, Wes Brown, against Lionel Messi. Look at the tactic, though. But look at the players that he was going against with that team. No disrespect to these guys, but you're talking Messi, Henry, Eto'o, Xavi, Fabregas, Busquets. Bro, like, all you just hear is Taka, Yaya Toure. Like, you just hear, like, yo, bro, like, just let the music do it. And like, it's just like, yo, just do your thing, bro. Thuram on right back. It's just like names. You're facing names, scary names with arguably the only best player was Rooney and Ronaldo, and Tevez maybe up top. Berbatov with a beautiful touch.
Man U's team was also stacked.
It was stacked, but it wasn't.
Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Michael Carrick.
But it was.
You got Rio and Vidic in the back. And you got maybe the best keeper of his generation.
But to me, I feel like that 11 was still nothing as scary when you hear that other 11.
1000%.
Like, I feel like I could give that Barca 11. Scary. I could give that whole Barca 11 a Ballon d'Or. In all honesty.
But okay.
Yeah. The whole thing with Piqué too.
And Valdez.
So Piqué is interesting. Piqué is interesting in this debate because he played under Fergie and Pep.
Of course.
And it's crazy because someone mentioned to me earlier when we were playing soccer, and someone said, "Yo, Piqué is super underrated."
He is.
And then I was like, talk to me about that. He said he's not as physical or as pacey as this guy, but he reminds me a lot of Virgil van Dijk. And I was like, Van Dijk? And he was like, bro, people forget. Piqué is like 6'3", and you can't get him off the ball. He's excellent on the ball. And that's what we were kind of saying about like the modern game changing.
Yeah,
I don't think Piqué would be able to play in the 90s.
Because if you look at it, he won the World Cup. He won the Euros.
Yeah, if y'all really remember the World Cup, he put that team on his back, bro. He was he had his face sliced open. He got his hand. He broke his hand. He did mad shit that World Cup.
Nah, he won a lot.
But think about it. He couldn't break into the United 11 when he was there. Now, he was young, but then he goes to Spain, which is better for his game. But then let's say he goes to the Prem later on in his career.
I mean, he was not going to break over Vidic and Vidic and Rio.
That wasn't. But why? Because was Prime Rio and Vidic what the league was at that time?
Yep, physical. Yep.
Because Vidic can't play in Spain. We all know that. Come on. Tripping, fumbling, stuck in the mud. Come on, bitch.
That's true. That's true.
So that's
don't come at Vidic like that.
Yeah, Vidic's one of the best
but that's funny though. He's stuck in the mud.
But that's my thing though. We're
talking. You really said that about Vidic? Like,
but bro, in the modern game of football, is Vidic a typical center back?
Would Vidic survive today?
Yeah, Vidic can't play.
No, Wire does.
Yeah. Now he does.
What?
You know,
if Varane does.
Rudiger's one of the best.
I love it. I love it. But
You said it like when you survived today.
Throw the question out there.
My tip is, what's wrong with you, Sinocchio?
What do you survive?
Bro, get out of here,
survive.
bro. Titi. Come on.
He's a better defender than all of them, but is he good enough on the ball to play in certain systems?
He's not better than Stones?
I don't think he could play in Liverpool setup. He can't play in
He can't play over Play City.
I think we play
disrespect him.
I think we play Liverpool. Right now you can play Liverpool.
Bro, y'all making us look so bad, bro.
Him and Virgil.
Bro, you taking Matip over VIDIC right now?
Bro, I'm not sick.
Bro,
Matip is better on the ball.
Can we just end this
Is
conversation?
Matip better on the ball? Yes or
Yo,
no?
Videographer. It's getting crazy.
Cup, bro.
But listen, I've seen that question get thrown out there. That
Matip versus VIDIC.
now you gonna say it like that? Obviously, it's VIDIC.
Let me find me that question, bro.
That's one of the best partnerships in the Premier League era.
Yo, this is so embarrassing, man.
Rio and Vidic, that partnership, bro.
This man.
But yo, don't forget. Remember what Torres done to Vidic? Man was fumbling, almost tripped and
Yeah, but it was Fernando
grass.
Torres, top notch. That was prime Torres.
But that's him trying to play out the back, and he made.
All right. How about
one
this?
mistake. We're gonna
No,
go.
hold on.
Okay, hold on. All right. So, we won't talk about Vidic, right? All right. I'm sorry. Jamie Carragher.
Oh yeah,
Jamie Carragher can't play in this current Liverpool.
That was fair.
He can't play.
He
in this
only
current
won one
Liverpool.
Champions League. You're talking about arguably the best duo in the Premier League era.
No, but
he's up there too. He gets considered as one of the best center backs.
That's my point.
Carragher.
But his 3 goals in his whole career.
Yo, he gets talked about. Him and Gary.
But he's not good enough
Honestly,
to play in this current Liverpool.
Honestly, who's underrated on that Liverpool team when you talk about Sami Hyypiä? Let's talk about Hyypiä. Not Carragher. I talk about John Antonio Racer, not Carragher. Come on, bro. Carragher was good, but you can't compare Carragher to Vidic. Let's talk. That team did not even win the Prem. This man swept Prem, swept Champions League, swept FA Cups. Him and my man's Rio. We talking nonsense. Talking about Matip. He can't fit into today's era, bro. We totally apologize about the inconvenience.
But it goes back to our earlier question: Who would adapt better? Players from back then now?
You think Roy Keane? You think Roy Keane would play right now?
Yeah.
Fire.
Bro, his game was.
He's
people
like
think he
yo,
was like this.
yo, you telling me Gundogan wouldn't run circles around Roy Keane?
Stop it.
They're the same player.
He's better than.
Just good thing.
Look at this way. Roy Keane is a better
Yeah.
Fernandinho.
What?
Roy Keane?
Yeah.
Roy Keane is a
better
Fernandinho.
Fernandinho. No,
I
I
agree.
don't.
I don't
They're not
know.
the same profile.
No,
That's
that tells me you haven't watched
That's
Roy
about-
Keane.
He's a
Roy
what?
Keane.
What are you saying? He's an 8?
He's an 8, but he puts in the defensive work, and his game is actually 2 touch.
Yeah, because the thing is, back then center midfielders weren't. They didn't have no 8, 6, 10. They just said
They're all
you
around.
attack and you defend.
I think he's a better. And then if you could compare, if someone that you can't compare him to in that same position would be Busquets, because Busquets is very techie, but there's also a lot of similarities with it. He's faster, track back. Roy Keane, faster track back. Obviously,
he's more athletic. He's more athletic.
Physicality.
And then in terms of mindset, it's not even close.
You know what's crazy? A player like Roy Keane,
He's like a Jordan Henderson.
Oh my God!
No.
Don't disrespect Roy Keane.
No,
Henderson-
you talking about the profile.
Henderson, yo, let's go with you. Henderson a baller.
You compared him to Roy Keane?
Not Roy Keane though. Not Roy Keane.
Not Roy Keane, but he's a baller.
But a player like
Same
Roy
profile.
Keane,
Same profile.
a player like Roy Keane nowadays, we love him because we don't see those now. Everyone is.
You mean you have one on your team?
Who?
Jorginho.
No, what?
He's not Roy Keane.
He's not Roy Keane.
I would say Conte a little bit.
Roy Keane actually
Conte a little bit without the physicality.
Yeah,
You're right.
Conte.
Without the physicality.
Nah,
Yeah, bro,
because
come on.
the thing is, you guys.
Did you watch Roy Keane, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're saying a little engine that doesn't stop is the same thing as Roy Keane. Roy Keane was a soldier. He was screaming in your face,
that's what-
spitting in your face.
I
But
just
he's
said
not.
that.
But he's. I compare. So you're saying. I
Who
don't
would you
know.
compare Roy Keane to?
So Gattuso, but I don't know.
Oh
That's
my
true.
God.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
He's
true.
not. He's better than Gattuso.
He's
though.
better than
Yeah,
Gattuso.
Gattuso.
I'm not saying
Bro,
who's better than
Gattuso,
the other,
he's
I'm saying
talking about
style,
personality.
personality profile.
But I'm talking about player. Forget the
You're talking about
personality.
as a player, though.
As a
right
player.
now, Jordan Henderson
Yeah, as a yeah,
You're not make the castle back.
and
nah.
Casemiro.
Casemiro, fair one.
More so Henderson, if you ask me. Because Henderson, what does Henderson do? What does he do for you?
No,
Define
Henderson
it?
reminds me of like a Ryan Giggs, a Paul Scholes, just calm, knock the ball, outside shots, open up the field. Roy Keane was a monster,
It's all
bro.
about Jordan Henderson. What are you guys saying?
He won Best Player of the Year.
So what?
He's nice.
Oh, now we don't
He's
care
nice.
about that.
He's nice.
He's nice, but do people not forget his career was almost in free fall if it wasn't for Jurgen Klopp?
So was Mo's, but what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about.
What are you talking about?
What?
Before Liverpool.
He was tearing it up
Before
at
club?
Roma.
Yo, Serie A was on flames because of Mo. What are you talking about,
This guy's
bro?
talking about Roma.
Nah, I mean,
Roma serious now.
I mean,
Here we go. Now we're not gonna respect
We
the
don't.
city.
We don't not respect Serie A in this cast.
Bro, Fiorentina, he blacked over there. Roma, he was
Bro,
black.
B-Cast does not respect Serie A. Put that out. Put that as a caption, bro. Fuck out.
I mean, now listen.
Trash.
There are certain players back then that I think would dominate because one name that does come to mind is he's kind of similar to Mbappe, but Thierry Henry.
Serie A would cook right now.
I mean, it's goat. That's goats though. That's like
Is he?
Who? Jerry?
Go.
Who's better, Mo Salah or Henry?
Yo, why everybody got the most Salah?
He's the best player in the
First of
world.
all, it's Salah. It's not Salah.
Salah.
What is it? Salah.
Did you hear me say ha ha ha?
No, but you want to know why, Omar? Because Mo Salah is now in that era, is now at
He's
that
getting
status where Ronaldo and Messi were talked every year for a decade. Now Mo Salah he's the best player in the world.
I'll tell you
Mo
something.
Salah is
So-
not the best player in the world.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop
Let's
it.
stop.
So
Stop
Mo
it.
Salah
Stop
wins
it.
the
Stop
Ballon
it.
d'Or this upcoming year,
1,000%.
right?
He's not winning it.
How many?
Because Messi won it after beating 6 South American teams. So I'm not taking that serious.
And what is that stupid stat everyone keeps saying? Most man of the matches? Bro, that is the most retarded stat I ever heard in my
He
life.
played a washed
bro.
up
Dude,
Colombia
but
too.
Mo
Bro,
Salah's
he
the best
said
player in the
most-
league.
he
And
said-
Liverpool's... And if Liverpool
So wait,
was
you
the
think
prime-
Messi deserved it? this
Nah,
year?
Messi did not deserve top 3.
Okay.
How does your team come out not even around the 16, get smoked? And then your team doesn't win anything domestically. I mean, besides Copa del Rey.
This is nonsense.
Did they win that? They won Copa
They
del
won
Rey?
the
they won
Copa
Copa
del
del
Rey.
And then they would win games 1-0. Messi would have a penalty and he would get man of the match. And all of a sudden, he got 100 of those. And now he's the best player in the
who
world.
for you deserved the Ballon d'Or this year then?
Yo, by far, Lewandowski deserved it. By far.
Yeah.
That was disrespectful, bro. What they did to Lua.
The top,
Bro, that was disrespectful.
the top
bro.
3 was nonsense. Jorginho.
I mean, the team thing, I get it, because he's not the third best player in the
if
world.
it's
He's
team,
not.
if it's team thing, that's what they're rating different players by different
Oh,
categories.
different thing.
It's a team thing, but then Messi wins nothing with his team, but comes in first. But Jorginho wins everything
But
with his team,
listen,
but comes in
but
third.
listen, the Ballon d'Or...
What fuck shit is
Listen,
that,
the
bro?
Ballon d'Or
That
talk
shit
is
is
done.
trash. We're
That's
done
done.
with it.
Yeah,
we're
we're
done
not
with
talking
that.
about
We
it.
don't
So
rate
my
that
thing
award
is,
no more.
Salah
bro.
wins his, right?
Just destroy that. We're gonna start our own Ballon d'Or.
Yo.
But this is my point to what you were going to
Salah
say.
wins it.
If Mo Salah wins it,
Does it makes him better than Thierry Henry?
he's the best player in the world.
What the fuck?
It doesn't make him
we
better.
got-
It
we
doesn't
got-
make him better than Thierry Henry.
It makes him what?
I think what it does is now we got to start looking at Mo Salah as what is his status as amongst the all-time greats.
In the
Bro,
Premier League.
Dude didn't even finish
Because-
top 10 this year.
But that has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with whatever.
Who didn't
panel
finish top
and-
10?
Most of them
No,
finished
Mo
top 10.
finished
No, he
seventh.
finished 7th.
Finished 7th.
And when they asked him, he said no comment. Ronaldo finished 5th.
Okay.
And he had the most goals in Serie A.
Okay.
But man in the matches. Man PKs.
But you know what's
I
funny?
agree.
Bro, honestly, I take
That shows you that Ballon d'Or is nonsense.
it's nonsense.
trash.
I rather
It's
own
trash.
opinion over the Ballon d'Or because, like you said,
Because
there's
if
different
we're gonna,
judgments for
if we're
different
gonna say a
players.
top 3, it will be Messi, Loa, Salah, bro. Let's be honest.
Last year?
Last year.
Last year,
Messi's on my top 3.
Messi's not my top
Oh,
3.
I'm sorry. Okay, then you Benzema.
I'll throw Haaland in that. From last year, Levy, Haaland, and like
Why is Bruno Fernandes not even top 10?
Nah.
That's
No.
What?
But that,
We
but
just-
listen,
we
the
spoke-
whole,
we had a whole
let's
season
not,
top 10.
Listen, let's
He's
not,
top
say-
10.
let's not,
KDB up there.
not
let's
even
not
KD,
swerve
he was
away
injured too
from
much.
what the point of what we were trying to get into is.
The objective.
I can't have that Salah comparison because it's just two different positions, 2 different eras.
No,
What do you mean? Henry
that's
played
my
winger.
point, bro. People forget Henry was a center forward, but there were stretches in his career he was a left winger.
He
Well,
never
there's-
played center forward at Barcelona.
are we-
He never. For most of his career, he played on the left side
Exactly.
on Arsenal.
If
So
we're
it is a
talking, if we're
debate.
talking about as a player, there's no comparison. As a player, there is no comparison.
Even in career, why is how's
But
their career
he's so far. In my
How?
opinion, has a better
How?
career.
Who has?
Mo Salah.
has a better career than Henry?
What
They're
kind of career?
tied. They're tied on Champions Leagues. They're tied.
Go ahead.
And
How many
Henry
leagues?
was probably the 5th best player on that Barcelona team. That's just
What about leagues? What they
Henry's got what, 3?
3 leagues.
Okay, Salah's got 1.
He's not.
He's
far.
gonna get the 2nd.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Hey, you
Hold
got-
on. And I also want to just make this very clear.
Don't talk about
All right,
France.
hold on,
You
hold
don't-
on.
you
No,
got
no,
some
no, no.
nonsense about France.
No. And this is gonna kind of kill your debate. Henry was going up against how many juggernauts in that era? 1.
Who?
So United. Because when
No.
yeah, because what they win
Chelsea
the
came over.
Chelsea came on
right.
506.
Mourinho comes in after the
Arsenal was
Invincibles,
out.
and they don't win the league since.
It's cool. It's
So
cool.
then, so what?
Wait, hold up. So you
That is true.
Exactly.
Because they would always
But
finish
that's
second.
Salah's got to go up against the Glazers and $1 billion.
You said
City, Chelsea.
You said Henry had only one juggernaut to go against.
Exactly.
Well, Mo Salah is on the juggernaut team.
No, he's not.
Wait, hold
Man
on,
City, Chelsea.
No, Chelsea's a
United.
juggernaut. No, stop. Because the last few years, Chelsea have not been no juggernaut. Stop.
You have one.
They're the European champions.
Hold on. Since he's coming to the league, 17-18, Chelsea was a juggernaut.
Yeah,
we finished fifth. We finished fifth.
And the Conte y'all wasn't good.
18-19, we finished third. Last season, we finished fourth.
Mourinho with them,
juggernaut. He's had one juggernaut.
Someone tell me who Chelsea's manager was 0304.
Yo, you know what's crazy? We're a couple episodes
Ranieri.
And I'm taking that serious.
And we still had Lampard. We still had JT. We still had ballers. The thing with Henry, bro, what are you comparing? Him, their legacy at the
It's going to be you hit it on the nail. Henry is a better player than Salah, but legacy, Salah will have a better
World Cups.
But he was like the third best player on those French teams.
You had seen the Zidane, bro.
Exactly.
He got any Cup of Nations? He got anything with Egypt? He got anything with Egypt?
Bro, so now we gotta hit Salah for where he was born?
Nah, I'm just asking. Does he have anything with
A
Egypt?
final with the Africa Cup. He took us to the World Cup. He took us to the World Cup. That's a big
Brian, what are you saying?
Since 1990.
Bro, I don't even. This is not a discussion, bro.
Bro.
Legacy.
What's his name?
Bro.
Louis.
Bro, there's a whole meme called a Henry starter kit and it has gloves
and the
long sleeve, the O2.
That's what I'm telling you.
What's the starter kit for Mo Salah?
There's a conversation to be had if he gets
curly
another
hair.
league.
That's
He's got to
it.
win another league.
That's it.
The pace.
What pace? Every English player has the
Convert to Islam. Convert to Islam.
Yo, but someone's got to fact check that. Does he have 3 or does he have 2 leagues?
He's got 98. He's got 03, 04. And they have, I think, the season before that.
And then he won everything with Barca.
No, that's
and then he had
02, 03.
But I don't want to count his Barca years.
Why not?
He wasn't even that big.
But so we could count. We don't have to count the Barca years, but we can't count the most solid Egyptian years though.
Can we count the Fiorentina years? Can we count the Roma years?
The years where he sat on the bench for Chelsea?
So Henry actually gets credit for being maybe the 6th best player on that Barca team.
6th best
player?
The 3 midfielders.
He does get
Messi
credit.
and I think
important goals.
Oh no, I'm
And
bugging,
Eto'o.
man, bro. Nah, Omar, we bugging, bro.
he's only got 2 leagues.
So we got 2 leagues.
He got double his chances of
Bro,
goals.
and he only has
That's
228 goals for them.
Yeah.
That's double Mo. Let's go with Liverpool fans. Yo, it's talking hot.
Can someone check
He
Salah's
won one
goals for
time
Liverpool?
in 30 years.
He hit 100 recently, so he's getting close. I don't think he's gonna break the record, but
bro, but just
there's a conversation to be had.
So you're really having a team. You're really gonna. I want everybody to comment on the Instagram post saying I take Salah over Henry. I want y'all to take some responsibility for your stupidness and really say that you rather take Mo Salah over Terry Henry. That's some crackhead shit.
I just don't like to compare them. But let's be honest, people don't want to compare Mbappe to Henry.
No, they're the same player.
Oh no.
Henry and Mbappe are the same player.
They are. I mean,
What's
he's the closest thing to
Speedy, techie, good finisher.
But Henry, I think, is a better player. Though. Henry can
Mbappe could be better than him, but as of so far, obviously Henry has a better legacy and player.
I like how he says Mbappe.
Mbappe.
How you say his name? Mbappe.
I don't know, but me and Enrique went today and pick up today.
I love that segment.
Yo,
I did drive by Passia and I just seen like 4 little chubby men playing, but it's all good. Anyways, Footy Fanatics FC, man. Sorry about the nonsense talks of Joel Mata versus VIDIC and Mohamed Salah, but as you can tell, it's getting late in New York. Footy Fanatics.
No, look. Like, go ahead. Subscribe. Follow.
Keep going.
Subscribe. Follow.
All that.
What was it?
Yo, please,
Kiko's shit out the IG is hilarious.
Follow.
Yo, to our editors, please take that out.